Okay, it's 6:45. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Thank you for joining us at April's Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce Mixer. I am Sharifa Hardy, your president. I'm excited to see so many people I haven't seen in a long time. It's going to be a great mixer. We're going to have a wonderful day. But before we get started with the meeting, I just want to invite everyone who's tuning in on Facebook, on YouTube, on social media, so please go ahead and share the show so people tuning in from everywhere around the world, Southern California, can find out more about the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce. Now, we do have 13 chapters from the desert to the sea. One of the main benefits of being a member is that you can attend any of the mixers, not just the Long Beach mixer. So if you haven't become a member, we definitely want you to go ahead and become a member so you can go ahead and take advantage of all the benefits, and we will be increasing the benefits. We have some surprises that are coming up that is going to blow you away. Now, tonight's mixer is going to be a little bit different. I can tell you. This light. That's special. Yeah. Y'all just let me do a whole show or a whole video. See, thank y'all. Y'all just let me talk. That's when I know y'all was just nodding my heads, pretending to pay attention to what I was saying. The mic wasn't even on. Y'all ain't gonna help me. We in church, y'all just gonna let me introduction. I'll put you in charge. I'm just giving these people a hard time. This is what they used to be my name. Only good people. I know I gotta make my. No, I did too. But it's going to be a little bit different. So I just want people to know what we typically do, and then I'm going to let you know what we're going to do tonight. One of the main benefits of being a member is the members have the opportunity to introduce themselves and to introduce their business and do a 30-second spiel about their business. Tonight, we might not, but we do have a very, very special guest here today that is going to be our main speaker. Now, people who know me know I'm a complainer. They know I'm a complainer. And I've been complaining to the city of Long Beach for a year, literally over a year. And I've been saying, look, we're here. We want your assistance. Long Beach has an economic development department. We want you guys to come in and help us, to talk to us. And it took us a year, but they heard us and they listened and they sent out a representative who's going to be able to talk to you not only about some of the grants that are available to businesses, but to loans as well. So she's going to talk a little bit. She's going to be our main speaker. But the first thing that I always start off doing before anything else is introducing the man who had the dream. It was his dream to be able to help more people. He is the founder, the president of the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Rich Wallace. And Rich Wallace is going to go ahead and tell his story and tell us a little bit about the membership. He's going to talk a little bit about some of the events that we have going on and just welcome you to tonight's mixer. So please give a round of applause to Mr. Rich Wallace. Thank you.
All right, good evening, everybody. Thank you all for coming out. As you said, my name is Rich Wallace, and I'm the president of the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce. And we actually have 18 chapters in the city. This is the sea part out of Long Beach, and we all got Marshall, Palm Springs, Temecula. So as far as your gas will take you, there's always an opportunity to do that work. And I can pretty much tell you, when you come out to one of our events, you'll always meet somebody you didn't know. So that's one of the key things that people you already know, either already bought from you or not gone by. So you always need to meet with people. And saying that, we're going to have a big event here in Long Beach coming up on June 11th, I believe. And there's going to be information about that on our website at blackchamberofcommerce.org. And Sharifa will get you more into that. It's going to be a great business expo and an opportunity to put on your outfit and come out and dance and party and celebrate. We're going to be giving out some awards to some local people here in the Long Beach area. And following up with that, we're going to have our celebrity golf tournament out in Pasadena at the Rose Bowl Roadside Golf Course. If you don't play golf, this is the tournament you should be in. We take all the excuses out of it. We just riding around in the car, waving at each other, having a good time, being fun on the golf course. And if that's not it, then the following day we're going to be at the San Diego racetrack. It's the last day of the track. I'm going to be playing Big Whist. It's going to be a massive Big Whist tournament and casino night. We're raising money for our high school. We have a school called Youthville, and we're taking young people from 16 to 30 to get their high school diploma, and we try to put them on the road for owning the business and the direction of moving forward with their life as we try to rearrange what some of the things they've been used to. And that's going to raise money through the chamber, through our business academy, for Youthville, for our student, for our at-risk students. I don't want to use the term at-risk, but they're not risky. So smart young people, just we have to redirect them. So we're doing that upcoming events, and we have a few more coming up events. So go to our website at chambercommerce.org and take a look at what you'd like to participate in. Our membership is only $200 a year. For that $200, you become a member of all the chapters. You can have from the desert to the sea. We have a lot of workshops on how to get certified, what to do about getting certifications, how to get your business moving forward, working with Union Bank, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, financial literacy. So all that different types of things, and grant opportunity are not over yet. There's still a lot of grants out there. There are city grants, there are some opportunities here, but there are federal grants, national grants, and putting yourself in a position to kind of help you get in position to be able to qualify for an RFP or any type of business that you need to be able to get your business to grow. So that's why we're here, trying to get your business to grow. My name is Rich Wallace. You can reach me at the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce.org website. I'm always there. Thank you so much.
Okay, now, all of our members are shy. They don't necessarily like to ask questions in front of the entire crowd. This is a night I'm really going to implore you. We're going to get that in a minute. Before we get started, I'm going in a different direction. I'm right with that. I know how I operate. Please, if you are looking for a church home, if you are looking for somewhere to go on a Sunday, if you need to have your commitment, Greater Harvest is available. I would love for our Vice President of the Long Beach chapter, also one of our board members, to go ahead and grace us with the word, Pastor Johnson, who is the pastor of Greater Harvest.
Hello. How's everybody doing? We welcome you here, Greater Harvest Church, established in 1956, 1 year after I was born. Mr. Wallace, thank you for From the Desert to the Sea. I said that correctly. Thank you, my President Sharifa, who allowed me just to do what I do, and I help her do what she does. So we welcome all of you here. We're thankful and grateful that at least 3 members who visited our Black Chamber have at least visited our church, and they call our church their home. One of them is my brother right there. Thank God for him always coming in and being with us. It's a safe place. It's a safe place. And believe it or not, the church is actually an operating room, an ER. It's an ER. Think about the emergency room. When people get shot, they get staples, all that stuff happens. Well, this is a spiritual ER. And the best place for you, for us, is a place where we can have group therapeutic sessions. Group therapeutic sessions. They take place every Sunday, 10 a.m. right here. What happens in those sessions? Well, the guy you see before you, somehow something happens. The Spirit of the Lord superimposes himself on the inside, pushes everything that's natural outside, and then he talks, okay? And through that, amen, there's an opportunity for us to connect together. So I'm thankful and grateful for Vision 2022. And it says like this, it's there in your seat, it's on the table as you go out, and it says, grow, connect, go, serve, and worship. Worship is that therapeutic section that's in the middle, and those little 4 circles around the intersect. And I'm so grateful and thankful that about 35 years of pastoring, being here for 7 years, God is yet blessing. And you see this little light book here, this little light book, it is actually the Bible. And it has our information in it. This has everything in it about the services. So I say it like this: if you come by and visit, you don't feel anything, you don't see anything, nothing moves you, keep going. But when the Spirit of God moves and touches you, how about stay around? And I guarantee if you come back 3 times, I won't have to ask you to come back. You always will. God bless you and welcome.
Thank you, Pastor Johnson. Definitely appreciate you. So let me go back to my not being shy. Because no, I say that because we are often shy, right? We don't want to ask those questions, but we know we need help. That's why we came to the chamber. That's one of the things that I always talk about is asking people, do you have enough money? How many people in here have enough money? How many people in here have enough sales? How many people in here have enough clients? Because if you had all of that, we wouldn't be here tonight, right? We are looking for more resources. We want more resources. We want more help. We want more assistance for our business. So if you do, and there's anything the Economic Development Department can do to assist you, please ask your questions. Don't just sit there, because y'all look cute. Y'all look good. You put your arms folded, that's good. Look good, look really good. But it may not help your business, right? So if you have a question, please ask your question, because the Economic Development Department came all the way down here and brought their team to be of service to us, right? And they came down here, I'm saying it again, they came down here. I ain't gonna say it's good. They came down here to be able to help us. So please utilize these services. Please ask your questions. So they are going to be up here to do their presentation, but as always, we're also going to go downstairs to talk to our vendors, to network, to eat, to fellowship. So if you do not want to ask your question in front of everyone, please ask your question downstairs individually, but please allow them to be of service to us, right? To help us grow our businesses. Make sense?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Don't be shy tonight. Miss Courtney is going to do. Don't ask me about Mike's Courtney. I'm not. I'm just cute. That's the purpose. Yeah, you know what I mean. But everybody, please welcome Miss Courtney from the. I don't give people last names because we family. Economic Development.
I'm not quite as tall.
That's what I was saying.
There we go. I think that works. Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for having me. My name is Courtney Chatterson. I am the LB Recovery Act Program Manager for the Business Development Bureau in the Economic Development Department. It's a lot of words, but basically it means that I'm in charge of managing all the programs under the Long Beach Recovery Act that serve our Long Beach small businesses. So I've got a lot of resources that are here or coming that can help your businesses grow. Or recover from the pandemic. That's what a lot of the Recovery Act programs are meant to do. So I'm not an expert on all of the programs for the department, but I can talk to you about some of them and I can let you know which ones I'm not an expert on. I can help you find a person to talk to and answer your questions. So the main programs that I want to talk to you about are these Long Beach small business and nonprofit grants. If you didn't see this flyer on your way in, I encourage you to pick it up on your way out. But the Long Beach Recovery Act is a lot of different programs that are coming out. So direct financial support through these grants, technical assistance. So that's through our BizCare team I'm going to introduce tonight. And also we have some what we call business navigators that are local organizations that are also going to be providing assistance to businesses. And that's the full scope of that program is still coming. We're going to be having some additional marketing and creative campaigns to try to bring more business to our local businesses rather than, the big box stores and online sales that have been getting most of the increase in sales during the pandemic. And then, I'm missing where I'm left in this list. And then digital resources. There's digital inclusion resources that are coming out as well. So I don't know, everything isn't here yet, so I'm gonna have to come back again or bring other people out to you guys again for when these other programs launch and resources are available. But I just wanted to let you know that the Recovery Act is big. There's lots and lots of programs, so more is coming. But for these grants, there are 4 of them. 3 of them are for businesses and 1 for nonprofits. So the 3 business programs are the Restaurant, Brewery, and Bar Grant and the Personal Services and Fitness Grant. Those 2 are very similar, but for different sectors. So if your business fits in one of those 2 sectors, you should apply for one of those grants. These are just recovery funds. There's not any requirement to pay it back. It's all just to support your business and help you recover from impacts of COVID-19. So those 2 first grants I mentioned, they're tiered awards with a maximum amount of $25,000, and they start at $5,000. They can cover things like business debt, rent, payroll, utilities, supplies and materials, furniture, fixtures, and then if you've had any damage from vandalism or theft, it can also cover expenses related to that. The Small Business Relief Grant is the 3rd business grant, and it's a little bit different. It's sort of a catch-all for anyone who doesn't fit in the first 2 categories, and it's a little bit smaller grant amounts. So they start at $2,500 and go up to $10,000, and it covers a similar list of eligible uses for the funds. And then the last program is the Nonprofit Relief Grant, which is again from $5,000 to $25,000 for small local nonprofits that need assistance to recover from COVID-19. So for nonprofits, it can cover like admin costs that aren't covered by other grants. I don't know if there are any nonprofits in the room. Yeah, okay. There's a little bit more detail to the nonprofit program, but you can talk to me after, because I'm mainly going to focus on the business grants here. So eligibility for these grants is similar for nonprofits. You have to be located in Long Beach. You have to have a current business license in Long Beach. You have to be independently owned for-profit business or nonprofit. You must have experienced financial hardship due to COVID-19. Must be currently open for business, have less than 200 employees, have been established and operating by March 1 of this year, and earn no more than $2 million in gross annual revenue. The required documents to submit is just a photo ID, your latest tax returns, and a W-9 form. If you need help with figuring out any of that, we can also give you assistance through the BizCare team to get all of that done. And so the applications for these grants did open about a month ago on March 16th, but it's not too late to apply still. These are not first come, first served. We are prioritizing based on equity considerations. So that means we're scoring to prioritize applications for diverse entrepreneurs. That means all of you. So you're our target market for these. We want these to go to businesses that haven't been connected to city resources in the past first. Also, brick and mortar businesses, so if you have a location, that gives you an extra point for the priority scoring. Businesses that were in existence prior to March 2020, so you weathered the pandemic. Businesses that have not previously received grant funding from the city, and businesses located in low, moderate, and areas. So if you are checking out those boxes, that will pump you to the top of the list for the next rounds of review. We're doing our first round of application review that started on Friday, and then we'll have 2 more rounds of review before these applications close. So the sooner you apply, the sooner you get into one of those last 2 rounds of review and get your application reviewed and funded. Nonprofits will be scored using a similar selection or prioritization process to prioritize resources for organizations that provide social safety net services, serve BIPOC communities, are led by BIPOC leaders, and serve areas of the city heavily impacted by COVID-19 hospitalization rates. Some important dates, I mentioned a couple already. So March 1 is an important date to already have your business license. For nonprofits, we extended that to July 15th, so if you don't have a business license yet, you can still get one, but businesses, you have to already have a business license. March 16th, the grant program's opened. April 15th, we began our first round of review. We'll have our second round of review at the end of the month, and then the last round of review when applications close May 15th for the business programs. For the nonprofit program, we extended that deadline to June 15th, so you have a little more time. And then, as I mentioned before, nonprofits also have more time to get their business license. We have until July 15th, but that's just nonprofits. So I mentioned a couple of times the BizCare resource. So we have Anna and Leandro here. Do you want to give a wave? They are two of our lovely BizCare interns that are providing assistance to our local businesses. So the BizCare team provides a hotline, so you can call or email to ask any questions you have about city programs, city resources, how do I get a business license, how do I apply for this grant, what are these loan programs. They won't have all the answers immediately for you, but they will find them and they will get back to you. So there's a phone number that is 562-570-4BIZ, so it's 4249. It's also on the back of the flyer here. And also on the back of the flyer is a pop-up schedule. So in addition to the hotline, they man pop-up locations around the city 4 days a week, Monday to Thursday. You can show up any time to one of these locations and get in-person assistance with any of the questions that you have. You can also make appointments ahead of time, so you can be guaranteed you'll have a time slot reserved for you if you have a limited amount of time. So you can make an appointment tonight if you'd like with Anna and Leandro downstairs after this. Or you can go online later to longbeach.gov/bizcare. The last thing I want to say is with these grant applications, we also have technical support available for the online application portal. We're using a vendor to provide this service called Live Stories, and they also have a hotline that's available to support if you have issues getting logged in, getting your documents uploaded, things like that, or if their team can support you. So there's lots of opportunities to get help. So that's all for the grants, and I want to quickly mention the loan program. Sherika did mention we do have 4 loan programs, but I am not the person who runs those, so I can't answer very many questions about them. If you do have questions about loan programs, I encourage you to come talk to us. We'll take down your contact information, we'll take down your questions, and we'll get back to you with the information later on. So the first program that we have is the Emergency Microloan Program, and this is designed to support long businesses and nonprofits that have been financially burdened by COVID-19. So it's between $2,500 and $10,000, and it's a low interest rate of 2.44%. And this is just subject to availability of funds. So if the funds run out, then we need people to repay before we can make new loans. So we're looking at expanding that funding pool. There's also the Kiva loan program, which, if you're familiar with the Kiva platform, is like a fundraising platform but for loans. So you do pay back with 0 interest because you can crowdsource to the capital. And so that program is between $500,000 and $15,000 in loans that you can apply for. There's also the Micro Enterprise Loan Program designed to support small businesses and offers between $25,000 and $100,000. Also with a very low interest rate, and then a Grow Long Beach Fund, which is for larger growth, larger businesses from $100,000 to $2 million in those loans. So if you are interested in any of those opportunities, just let us know, and we'll connect you with the right person on our team to get you the answers and information. So that is all we have to present on, but I'm happy to speak you up there and answer any questions you have about specifically the loan programs is what I'm most interested in. Oh, yes, sorry, grants, thank you. You caught me. It's the end of the day. Yes.
So these are only for small businesses, not
Yes.
around businesses.
This is a Long Beach specific program, so it's only for businesses located in Long Beach, and you have to have a Long Beach business license.
If I was to, my business is Bellflower, so should I go to Bellflower to enter Congress?
You can inquire, but I don't know if there are any similar programs elsewhere. Yes.
Is there circling back for the business license, the business license has to be in Long Beach, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and can you run those dates back for everyone here?
Yes.
Because you mentioned, March and then also for nonprofits, that date.
Yeah.
So what year was that?
So this year, all the dates are 2022. So for businesses, you have to have your business license by March 1 of this year. The grants opened on March 16th. We started our first review April 15th, so none of that really affects you. You just need to get your application in by May 15th is the deadline for Long Beach businesses. For nonprofits, the deadline was extended to get your application in until June 15th, and you have until July 15th to get your business license.
Okay, so essentially, one thing that I noticed for those that are operating outside of Long Beach, which you can do, is essentially the fact that if you're operating outside of Long Beach, but you got your business license in Long Beach this year, you're still eligible for this grant program, is that correct?
If you have so you have to have a Long Beach location. So if you have an out of area business license, that's not going to qualify you for these grants.
Even if the business relocated to Long Beach this year, for all of them.
Yeah, if you relocated to Long Beach before March 1, you have your business license before March 1 of this year, then yes, you would be qualified.
So that's probably some better news for folks that probably have business licenses elsewhere. If you have relocated to Long Beach this year, got your business license, then essentially you can still be eligible for this program. So I know that some folks probably discouraged, oh, maybe I'm already Lakewood, but just wanted to kind of make note of that for some folks.
Thanks.
Question.
Yeah.
Alright, so with the online application portal, is the business license integrated in that system? Because I have a business license for Long Beach, but I don't remember the company.
Okay, so if you need help finding your business license information, you can contact the Discare team. There is an online tool that we can use to look up your business license information.
And a follow-up question in regards to the qualification, you talked about that in term. Are we going to look if you have had a business prior to opening? Is the requirement going to be 2 years, difference?
No, only your latest tax return, we're just asking for you to self-attest to the COVID impact and explain the impact COVID has had on your business. That's one of the questions in the application when you go to the portal. So the only documents you need is just the latest tax return. And the reason we asked for that is because the award amounts, and I mentioned there's a range, between $5,000 and $25,000, or the small business one is between $2,500 and $10,000. And there's tiered awards, and it's going to be based off of annual revenue. So your annual revenue will fall into one of those buckets, and that's going to be what determines the award.
Very last question, I promise. So you have this 3 different categories, personal service, you have this specific businesses on the website, so that way one can, determine, what's there.
Yes, so in the application, it'll ask you on those 2 specific grants, which type of business license you have, so you'll be looking at the category that your business license is in, and that's going to determine if you fit in one of those 2 categories. But especially personal services is pretty broad, so if you think we missed something and you think you should be included in that category, there's also another option, and you can talk to us and plead your case, we can always make adjustments.
Does the loans require collateral?
So it's going to depend on the program, and I don't know the details for that, so we can get back to you on that.
Just circling back to tax returns, I know a lot of business owners probably have completed their 2021 yet. Are you guys expecting 2020 as a business return? And then also just a follow-up to that, if we're taking a look at revenue, of course, a lot of these businesses have been impacted by COVID. So wouldn't our revenue kind of be a little bit more, hurt during those years, especially if we're looking at 2020 and 2021? What do you guys probably want to see maybe 2020? Are you guys basing that off of the revenue when the business wasn't earning, or are you guys basing off the revenue when the business was that from COVID?
We're basing it off of the latest revenue. So whatever the latest tax return is, it can be either 2020 or 2021, whatever you have available. So if there's one that shows higher revenue than the other, If we just got 2021 in, want to replace it, because we have better numbers, like we can do that. And yeah, we just want the latest one.
Yeah, because 2021, which is better.
Yeah, so if you have 2021, it might be better to get that done and use that one.
No, 2021 was better.
Yeah,
Because
and 2020.
the tax in 2021 last year.
Yeah.
There was an improvement for my business, at least, but the year before, 2020, was tough.
Mhm.
So you're saying 2020 should be the preferred tax?
No, it's whatever, whichever year you have.
Okay.
So if you haven't completed 2021 taxes yet, we'll accept 2020. If you've completed 2021, submit those, please, yes. Any other questions?
Okay, so does anyone have any more questions that we?
Well, I will be downstairs if anyone wants to ask any more.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Courtney. Thank you both for coming as well. We definitely appreciate you. We still have a couple of minutes in which we all get excited about an opportunity to introduce our members. And so I'm gonna do that momentarily, but I want to talk a little bit about the June 11th event. Mr. Wallace referenced it. It is our job fair and business expo. And for me, what I'm really excited about is the business expo aspect of it, of teaching people how to be entrepreneurs, how to be self-employed, how to be business owners. That's what we really want people to do, to help people. You can get a job, maybe some of you need employees, but to make people self-sufficient, to me, that's one of the most important things. And that's what we'll be doing on June 11th. We're still interested in speakers, and sponsors, and vendors, and sponsors, and panelists, and sponsors, and people who are getting tables, and sponsors, and people who want to go ahead and attend, volunteers. But the main thing is, this is not, it's something that's for the community. It's for entire Long Beach. So we want you, if you have more questions or how to be involved, please speak to me after this portion of the event. But I want to go ahead and introduce the members. I always introduce them in the order in which they became members. We have a couple of people. My dad is supposed to be here shortly. He hasn't arrived yet, but he said he was coming. And he's our first member, the first person that joins up. So hopefully he comes, Jordan Ruder, and he does all of our plumbing services. Then we have a lovely young lady who is on everywhere. She has her own TV show. She's always on the radio. She's on 94.7 The Wave. She's on KCAL 9. I don't know, have you ever heard of the station called not KCAL 9? You ever, anybody know? I'm the only one who watched KCAL 9. Yeah, I'm pretty sure somebody heard about 90. Y'all never listened to radio 94.7 The Wave? It's a really good feeling for me as an individual to be driving down the street and then hear the radio. Like, oh, I know her, she really is a celebrity. But she comes here every month, faithfully, Miss Yaba of Yaba TV. Got 30 seconds, guys.
Okay, I'll read it very quick.
Good evening. That's not good enough. Good evening. All right, y'all wake now. She said it all. I have a television show on KCAL 9, which airs every Sunday at 4 p.m. It's about bridging the cultural divide between Africans and African Americans based on first-hand knowledge, with a lot of entertainment from different parts of Africa. If you watch it the first time, you want to come back again, I guarantee you. And then I have a show on 94.7 The Way, Sundays at 7 a.m. And it's a smooth ride to Africa. I bring the rhythm of Africa and discussions as well. Well, having said that, I want to now focus on Sharifa. Her birthday was, when was your birthday?
March 31st.
March 31st. I couldn't make it to her, I couldn't call her, I couldn't do anything, but I said I'm going to surprise her with a little gift here for you, Sharifa. That's it. Thank you.
I always say that it takes a team. You know, I sometimes it just looks easy to get people to show up, to get people, but no, it's not. We put a lot of hard work behind the scenes. And even tonight, when you enjoying some wonderful food, that wasn't me. I didn't do that. It's a team. One of my other board members who has her own business specializing in live scan for Long Beach is our board member and also in charge of assisting with each mixer, Ms. Yvonne Withers. Yes, 30 seconds. Okay, she's a little under the weather today, that's why I was kind of stalling to see if she was actually going to be able to come up. But Yvonne does Long Beach live scan. So hey, she know I need her to come through. Please, I can't do it like you.
No, I do Long Beach, I do live scan fingerprinting and in-car fingerprinting and notary services in Long Beach, on Long Beach Boulevard in the city of Long Beach.
Long Beach Boulevard, just south of.
So then, if you want another thing that you can do, you can also help people with these.
Oh, I'm out of sorts right now because I've been rushing to get here and I can't even think. But we also teach supervised visits through our kids on visitation services, and we teach people to monitor families who are court-ordered visits. And once you finish my training, you can make, put like this, to start $50 an hour. And payment is the pay range is $50 to approximately $85 an hour, depending on the nature of the case. So if you're interested in doing that, let me know. I saw some brochures of mine down in the kitchen down there, so I can give you guys one, okay? Thank you.
So yeah, so if anybody has some more time, some free time, some other things that they want to do, they want to go ahead and get another business, look into that. It's wonderful to be able to help the children. Okay. Now, one of my favorite people who, when I first met this young man in June, he came from Chino. July, he came from Chino. August, he came from Chino. And I told him, I said, you know we got chapters from the desert to the sea. The chapters in Chino. He said, okay, I know. So he came back in September. I said, again, you know we got some chapters in Long Beach. And I left my head alone. And I said he was Long Beach. He said, Dennis, that's a.
Well, thank you very much for that introduction. I'm going to say this fast. And my business is, I'm with World Financial Group, Transamerica. And what we do, we educate people about finances, debt consolidation, and how to protect your business. COVID just passed, and I was in the theater with me. I'm also in healthcare, and a lot of businesses went on. So if they had the protection to protect their business, then those businesses would be alive, especially our mom and pop store. So I'm affiliated with about 150 companies. We don't charge for our services, and also we are expanding to all 50 states. So right here in Long Beach, a couple of offices in Long Beach, but how would you like to have a business in Florida, New York, or wherever you have a family? So if you're interested, please give me a call. Thanks.
And I love when our members come out, and I always see them in Austin all the time. And then I also send out my newsletters, and I think I'm the only one who reads it. But then I find out that I saw your message. I'm like, you did? Okay, that's good. Thank you. Because I haven't seen Mr. Sean Ajayi for a long time. He in trouble, y'all. I'm bad. I was looking on the spot. Where have you been? But looking for you. No, I'm just kidding. But he's going to talk to us. One of our members going to tell us about our business. Thank you, Sean.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for that introduction. My name is Sean Ajayi, and I own an insurance agency here in Long Beach. I also do financial services, retirement, for business owners. You know, house savers is rolling out. So small business owners, most small business owners don't have a retirement plan. So I can assist you with that. So I will be passing out my phone number. We thank you again. It's nice to be here. And thank you for the information.
Thank you. And I think Sean must have got on the phone with Mr. Maduka and was like, we gotta go tonight. I don't even know if they know each other. They probably met at some time, but I have you in trouble too. I haven't seen you in a long time, Mr. Castle. Come talk to us about your business and what you do.
Hello, good evening all. I just came back from work. My name is Meduka. I own Madison Castle. We are a general construction firm. We do home installation and also we do pest control. If termite get up your house, give us a call, we'll come and fix it up. Make it look good. That's it. Thank you.
More than enough. Again, it does take a team, right? And the team is not always the one who does the work at the front table or who brings the food. Sometimes you just need an audience, right? You need somebody to show up for that Zoom. You need somebody to show up for that event, you know, and one of the most supportive members and couples that we have are my favorite couple. They know I just love them. They're so cute. They even match. They look alike. You know what I mean? They just look alike. I tell them that all the time. But they are amazing as far as supporting people and bringing people. They brought 2 new people today. It's my family. They not only do family, but they do coffee as well. But they are wonderful supporters. We'd love for them to talk to you a little bit about their business and what they do. Family.
Hi, everybody. My name is Maisha. This is my husband Charles, and we are Famwell. What we do is teach people how to buy tax liens and tax deeds through the auction. We had a few, actually the month of March, we did a promotion for the Black Chamber, and that was really successful. And this month is the LA auction, Riverside auction, and in 2 more months, we're gonna have San Bernardino auction. So this would be a great time to actually join up with us. Let us teach you how to purchase tax liens and tax deeds through the auction.
So tax deeds and tax liens, we'll go with tax deeds. Everybody in here wants to pass their house down to their children, right? And you always tell them, it's paid for. It's paid for, you don't have to do anything, right? But the notice come in the mail that the city wants you to pay taxes on the property. So if you do not pay your taxes after 3 years, the city will come in and foreclose on the house and take it from you. Then it goes to the city auction. What's the opening bid? If it was $10,000 you owe, the opening bid is $10,000. It could be a $500,000 house. It could be a $1 million house. It's gonna start off at those bad taxes. A lot of us don't know about it, but we're starting to learn about it as we go along now. Even if the bank had didn't pay the taxes to the city, they will take the house from the bank. And guess what? Once you get this house, there's no mortgages. So whatever you paid into it, that's it. So you can have equity into it. And a lot of people don't bid on land. Land is the place where you have to build the house. We had our last clients just out of Riverside. They purchased, we went to the auction and they bought land. The minimum bid of $5,000. They ended up with 5 acres. So now they got people calling them because it's buildable land. So that's what we do. We also do coffee, which tastes great. We can't bring it in the afternoon. Probably be up until later on tonight if we bought some. But one day we're going to end up bringing some service. And that is and we also just opened up a cleaning service too. So yeah, we are a little busy. Yeah. I'm sorry. Janitorial, we do a janitorial.
Do y'all do carpet?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't do windows because I'm not tall.
Just having the carpets cleaned in time for this mixer, and I was trying to get the guy to do my carpets as well, but he wanted too much money, so I'm like, I'll talk to him, I'll take care of it. Hey, Pastor Johnson. You come in so handy. Amen, Pastor Johnson. Now, well, I love my people, I do, I really do. That's why I show up and do what I do all day, every day, is just to be able to support all of you. But what I love is the members who come in. This beautiful young lady with this beautiful hair came in about a few months ago, and she said, yes, this feels good, I want to be a part. And I said, that's, because people say that, right? They tell you, like, I don't mention Maduka and Sean, who say, yeah, I'm gonna be here every month, and then you don't never see them again. But then they come back because they know I'm gonna give them a hard time because I ain't seen them, you know. But this young lady, she said, I'm gonna be here. I feel good. I like this energy. I want to be a part of this. And I said, okay, let's see. She came back the next month. And she was like, I feel good. I like this energy. I said, okay. Now, like 4 months in, I'm like, yeah, you're a part of the family. You're a part of the team. I still ain't learned her name, okay? And I don't know if I ever will because me and her grandma don't know how to pronounce her name. But she's amazing. That's why I don't need to know everybody's name to know how they, like you, Bank of America lady, I don't know your name. I think it's Brittany though. See, I do, remember, but you gonna come back. I feel it in your spirit. That's what I feel.
I remember, I probably have to pay off
That's between you and Bank of America. That's
I'm off of BA. Well, no, actually, I'm around.
That's what I'm saying, because you be a day all day. That's what I'm saying. So I don't always remember, especially new people who have to become members. This was all about you, and I just went in another direction. But I remember words like Bank of America. I remember that, right? So I feel in your spirit, we gonna get to know each other. This young lady, she said she was gonna be here, and she has been here. This is Janielle. Danielle, she's gonna talk to us a little bit about her business. That's fine.
Yeah, I think the bigger people, they
see
it, but
that's more than fine. Danielle.
Yes, my name is Danielle, and my grandmother does still say Janelle, so it's great that you remember that. Yeah, that is how I introduce myself. But I do mortgages, so as you may or may not be aware, basically the wealth of people who own property is about 45 times the wealth of people who are not property owners. That's not from me, that's from the Federal Reserve. There's been huge economic disparities and who can actually get into homes. That's been pretty consistent for generations. So my goal is to help people get into homes. That my spiel is that my pricing is really good, so the people who are at the margins are the ones that I can help the best, but I will help anyone. I love self-employed borrowers because you guys are really inspirational. So those are the ones that I definitely try to lead back for. So that's my spiel. I do mortgages.
Good evening, everyone. I am Pamela Brown. I am with Keller Williams South Bay, which is located in Torrance, and I do homes. I find homes for young people. I like to cater to homes to young people. But of course, with this market, it's kind of difficult. So we just keep reaching out, working with our lenders, our banks, and everyone, and getting us to have more home ownership. And I think that's very important. So thank you for having me. I'm excited. Everyone has something that I am in need of. So look forward to hearing from me. Thank you.
board member, Mr. Mel Hampton. Yes, I haven't seen you in over a year, but everybody's getting in trouble tonight, so we feel like family, okay? Talk to us a little bit about your business, Mel, and what you do. Thank you.
It's an honor to be in the room.
Yes.
And this is not the first time I've had to go to the principal's office. Hopefully it won't be last. My name is Mel Hampton. I'm an actor. My business is called Uncle Daddy's. I used to make fragrances and potpourri, but now I make a body butter that has yellow African shea butter, unfiltered, jojoba oil, extra virgin olive oil. It's great for the hair, it's great for your feet, it's great for your skin. I have people that work like in the laundry business and they get eczema on their skin, that it's cured the eczema. And then I do another one called Uncle Daddy's Joint Cream that is THC based, all licensed in the city of Long Beach. And it does work. I have friends back in Utah that have cancer that the husband, he puts it on his wife's back. She has lupus and she says this is the first time in 5 years that she's been able to get a full night's sleep. If you go online, it's uncledaddies.com, uncle spelled with an O. Because when I started the business, I was dating a lady from France, and she said, if you do arts and crafts shows, and you spell the French version, O-N-C-L-E, people will think that you speak French. So you get all that European business. And some of those people are still Uncle Daddy's body butter cream. It's nice to meet you. It's an honor to be in the building. And the reason I haven't been here for a year, I was in Atlanta working as an actor, and then for the past 6 months, I've been staying in Big Bear because I teach skiing at Bear Mountain Resort, so I stayed away. I was not only coming down there once a month. But this young lady, this show from Africa, I've listened to your show. It's nice to meet you. Yeah. And I go, wow, there should be more stuff from Africa. Yeah, that's very nice. Thank you. And the gentleman back there, yeah, I like to talk because I want to buy me a place up in those mountains, so I don't have to drive back every weekend. And then I can Airbnb it, and I don't have to pay somebody else. It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, that's why I need to know which cabin is mine.
Okay.
Which cabin is the dress for Sharika Marty. The good book say, Pastor, you have not, because you ask not. And when you ask for the miss. No, I ask for real. Which cabin is mine? Like, I'm just saying. So that's why people don't come back. They just be like, Sharika is just I'm special. You have a question? Absolutely, go ahead.
Wait. Yeah, I'm a little rusty.
Hi guys, I just wanted to quickly say something to the group because I probably won't be able to stay long for the mixer. But I know it's not often that you guys have bank representation here. I am with Bank of America. I've been in banking for over 12 years. 8 of those was with Bank of America, starting off as a small business banker. I have now since moved up, so I work with organizations a little bit more on the larger tier. But one of the great things about BFA is that we are really partnered. That I have a very close relationship with a lot of small business bankers here in Long Beach because I am a native of Lakewood. So Toledo High School, Long Beach Unified, LBC is my city. So I really encourage you guys, we have a lot of great questions. Oh, sure. We have a lot of great questions about tax returns, but I really encourage you guys to work on your relationships with your bankers. You don't have to have large amounts of revenues. And really honestly, when you walk to the banking center, they do have small business bankers there that can really assist you with a lot of the assistance to get licenses, to have all of your documentation together so that you can eventually build up that rapport with the bank. And then it won't have to be such an issue when it's time to apply for loans. And then eventually you're able to talk to the Bank of America, Wells Fargo, things like that, when you start to grow. So I think a lot of us kind of experienced that in COVID, not having documentation together and, not having a bank account, all this is good. It's worth the cost, it's deductible. And then also, I wanted to make people here start working on your accounting. I know a lot of us think that we can do it. I have an LLC, we can do it on our own. When you start to experience that growth, find someone that is a CPA, find an accountant, so that they can start getting your reporting together. That is so important when it comes to lending when you're working with capital. So get ahead confident. They can help you out. So.
Where is it back?
I am located downtown. So I am in the tall building downtown LA. But again, I will leave some business cards so that you guys have my contact information, and I can definitely link you guys with any small business maker. In fact, I'm thinking of one that's a manager right here in Long Beach. So.
Yes, we appreciate that. I say don't be shy. You said that, don't be shy. You're all.
I wanted to let you guys know. So, yeah, thank you guys so much. It was wonderful to be here, and I will be a member, so you guys will see more of me.
All right, anybody else want the mic? No,
We ain't even got that far yet. That's all I'm trying to tell you. This is all the Sheree Party show, right? Just hold on. I gotta finish with the first person we working on. We on Brittany right now. So Brittany, we appreciate you becoming a member. We can talk about that. We have to run out there, but we'll get a card from you whenever you're ready to become a member. That is very helpful. But what we would love to do is talk to you about how Bank of America can assist us with this June 11th event. That's what's very important to me. So since, like I said, I asked for the things that I want because we need the help and we need the support. And as you can see physically with your own eyes, we are here to help the people and the businesses. So we would appreciate that support. Okay.
Thank you, you are a detailer.
Thank you for thanking me. We'll get back to Bridget. Jimmy, you want to say something? Brother Jimmy?
I'll get a microphone.
That's faster. I'm not charging my
Sharifah, thank you. A few months ago, it was a pleasure to see you speak and talk about all the things that you've done. I'm very, very proud of you. Happy birthday. And also, this gentleman next to me has helped me see the light and has always had my back. And I just appreciate for those of you for what you've done for me and the Great Harvest Church.
Thank you. Now, this young man,
What's good?
Brother
I'm not a
Jimmy.
member.
Brother Jimmy,
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about Brother Jimmy. You saw me preach. I'm also a ordained minister. And one day, Pastor Johnson asked me to share my testimony of when I had COVID. He said, Sharifah, you can have, and I'll quote Pastor Johnson, a couple of minutes. 45 minutes later, I had explained to people about how, this was a challenge. To me, COVID was a challenge to me, and we all have challenges, but it wasn't gonna stop me for what my main vision is. And it was so passionate, and Jimmy was like, you know what, I wanna come back. And Jimmy and your guest, and I was about to say something, because I don't know, I see y'all, but your guests, every day, both of you, so I don't want to just say Brother Jimmy, both of you come every month to the mixer, and we appreciate your support. And what I love to see is your progress. It's been months now, and every time you come, it's more progress on your nonprofit. So like Pastor said, please just talk a little bit about your nonprofit. Brother Jimmy. It's right there.
I have a 501c3 nonprofit called Project Nonstop, and what we are trying to do is help end world hunger and give aid to senior citizens amongst Long Beach. Long Beach is a pilot program, but I do plan on expanding. Again, it was motivated by Sharifah to do what I am doing, and I kind of put the flame under my behind to get out and do more. And since then, we're handling anywhere from 2 to 500 pounds of food a week to feed those needs. This week we had about 800 pounds. And my lady friend Carmen is very helpful in letting me fill up her kitchen with bread and pastries and everything else that I package and feeds those needs. I have Mark's Way Park, I have Bixby Park, pretty much all the major parks in Long Beach. We are trying to help those in need. Sharifah and Pastor Johnson, Mr. Wallace, I've already seen this over and over again. A rising number of homeless people across the country, people over the age of 60. which is federally absurd. We have 500,000 homeless vets in this country that are mentally ill, that do not have services to help themselves, and that are living on the streets as we speak and trying to find their next meal. So with that being said, I'm the guy that is trying to feed those who are in need. In this country, we throw away about 35,000 pounds of food a day. I'm going to say that again. In the US of A, we throw away 35,000 pounds of food a day. I have been the bartender, the waiter, that's worked at the Marriott or this place for this event, and they asked me to throw away 30 pounds of lasagna that's been in the hot box the whole time, asking me to throw it away. And I said, this is a problem. So, I watched both of my parents do this. God bless their soul, and I felt that it was time for me to continue on with doing that. It's a bit of an ongoing journey, but I'm glad to be a part of it, and I appreciate you too as well. And I'll be talking to the grant lady too. So thank you.
So I would say, have I missed any members? Okay, thank you.
Please come up here, I didn't even see you when you came in.
I would say, if I miss a member, charge it to my head and not my heart.
We spoke on the phone. I found you guys. I joined online. I live in Bellflower, and I am opening a darts lounge. Yeah, so it's unheard of. It is a lounge where I will have 10 electronic dartboards. When you walk in, you can play people in Taiwan, China, Arizona, stand right next to you. It is so addicting and so fun and so inexpensive. I've been playing darts for the last 7 years. There are not that many women who play. There are definitely not many people of color. Most of the games are in dive bars. My darts lounge does have a bar. Beer and Wine does have a restaurant. I'm looking to open the end of May. And so I'm really, really happy that I found you guys, and I'm really happy that I went ahead and joined this my first meeting. So I will be back, and I've learned some real good information, some great networking connections already. My name is Tanya McMillan, too, and the name of my business is Darts Corner.
Thank you. So what we have to do, we're gonna have to get your flyer for your grand opening and distribute it to the members. And then in addition to that, just find out what we can do to be of service to you, how we can support you in your business. Okay, that's what we do. We're here to support everyone. Have I missed any other members? Okay, yes. Sir. You just raising your hand, just. Oh, okay, thank you. So, this is the reason, one of the main reasons why you want to be a member. So you can come up and talk to everybody about your business. It is being streamed live, so people will continue to watch these videos and share these videos. And Mr. Wallace and I were talking earlier about kind of how many people find us through social media, through YouTube. We did a parade in Anaheim a few months ago, and the lady literally watched this mixer video and saw us, contacted me and said, well, and invited Mr. Wallace. I'm not gonna be a hater, but she contacted me to ask Mr. Wallace to be, what were you? She called me to ask Mr. Wallace to be the, I'm sorry, I was thinking, but the grand marshal of the parade. I was like, I don't even get a seat. And then, since we go, hey, they gave him a present, they gave him a bag full of stuff. And they was like, this is your grand marshal gift. And so he took it, he was sweet, he always kind. But when they walked away, I said, you know, half of that bag is mine, right? You know what I mean? They saw me speak, they called me. I'm sorry, it was wonderful. But people, my whole point in all of that hating was people watch these videos, and you may not think that people watch videos and social media, but they do. Even the media, when they're looking for new articles and people to interview, there are people who their full-time job is to sit on social media to find out what's going on. So they find us, they find the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce. So you definitely want to be a member, you definitely want to come up here, talk about your business, what you do, and have your opportunity to give your 30-second spiel. But this concludes, Mr. Thomas, tonight's portion of the In Sanctuary event. We're now going to conclude it and go downstairs and do our networking, and we have a wonderful meal. We eat well here in Long Beach. So please, even if you have to run, grab a plate to go. We will not be offended, because if not, then we're gonna have to give our food to Brother Jimmy, and you Brother Jimmy already told us what he's gonna do with the food. So before I conclude this, anyone have any questions or anything that they just need to say? Yes, ma'am.
Just a quick question. If you are a member in another city, would you still, if you came to this one, would you still be able to speak, or is it just strictly Long Beach?
As long as you're a member, we're one chamber, the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce. So that's why you go to any of the chapters, and there are 18 now here. Okay. Then the answer question? Yeah. We look forward to your membership. I'll collect it right after. So everybody, what's happening? Hi. I see people walking in. We're gonna see our hard time. We're gonna go downstairs and we gonna eat. Thank y'all for joining us. I definitely appreciate you. If you want to be a member,